Hey guys, today I just want to kind of go over the new Andy Ditch videos of him crashing out. I'm only going to do a few, I'm not going to do all of them because I know there's going to be a bunch of people covering them. But I just want to look at a few specific ones where Andy really crashes out because I think it's absolutely hilarious and he's getting what he deserves for faking and taking up resources for people that really need to use and call crisis services, need help and assistance. Everything Andy doesn't need because he is faking his autism, now faking Tourette's, and all these different mental diseases that Andy does not have. So let's get into it. Some background information in case someone didn't see it or is not going to watch the videos. Andy is crashing out because people around him are tired of him faking his autism. These self-services are, these facilities are. Andy does not have any diagnosis for autism, Tourette's, or any other disease he wants to make up under the sun. So Andy's talking about moving out of this facility in February. Well, he leaves, I believe, 3 to 4 voicemails to his dad, Tom, and then Tom finally picks up, and he's like very sarcastic with Andy. Andy deserves it for all the shit that he's put his family through. And Tom's like, well, you know, Andy, you're not supposed to do this, and he's just pissing Andy off because at this point, it's well deserved. Everybody now is seeing, or now just done with Andy's shenanigans. So then he calls crisis services here and there. He calls Daryl, which is like kind of his caseworker, and Daryl's like, listen, Andy, we never told you didn't need these, but we know that you have the ability to start doing this stuff on your own. And Andy does not like that. So in some of the audio recordings that I'm going to show is when Andy is talking to crisis services, and man, do I love this story. This lady, I think it's like Jess or Jessie, she did a phenomenal job handling Andy and his spurging out. She knew every trick that Andy was going to pull because Andy's favorite tricks is to say something that's sort of unrelated, but as soon as you say yes to it, he's like, well, then you know I need my help. You know this. And this lady did a great job of not falling into those pits. She kept basically circling around that and going, well, Andy, you can do this, and this. You can take care of yourself. She did a perfect example. So those are the videos I want to show because Andy gets his ass handed to him. And he starts to crash out in, I would say these videos, like, yeah, sure, he crashes out in the whole other videos, but these were the best because he totally gets enraged because crisis services isn't putting up with it, especially crisis services in Erie. Good for them. Good for sticking up against this guy.
You said I fucking fake, so I don't need your fucking help, so why are you calling me? Huh? You didn't want to help me all along, so deal with it. I don't want your help because you said I don't need it.
Hey, is this Andy?
You said you don't want to help me before, so fucking shut up, don't call me again, because I don't want your fucking help.
You don't even know who I am.
Your precious services, and you say I fucking fake, I don't need your help. Because that's what Don't Protect Your Services says.
Do you feel like at this time you need to go to the hospital
No,
for
I don't.
health evaluation?
No, I don't want help, because I'm an adult, I make decisions. You said I don't need it, and you can't cherry pick when you want to do something. So deal with your choices. I'm recording this call and I'm putting it on YouTube. Okay?
That's fine, Andy. You can do that. You make your own decisions as well.
Yeah, because you said I don't need it.
Want our help.
Yeah, because you guys say I don't need it. And Don't Protect Your Services says I don't need it. I don't want help
Sounds
because
like
you said I don't need it.
You're taking care of yourself, then.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly able to do everything. I don't need any help from you guys. You say I fake. You said it. Your supervisor said it. Are you a supervisor?
I'm not the supervisor. You
Give
don't
me-
even know me.
What's your name?
My name's Jamie. We met a while ago.
You say I fake.
I didn't say that at all.
That's what your bosses say. That's what you guys have always said. And you
That's
can't...
actually not true, Andy. I actually came and talked to you in person, and that's not what I said.
No,
We
your
worked on tablet
bosses
together.
says that. Your bosses say I don't need help.
I'm not my
APS says.
boss.
Well,
Okay, well, I'm not APS, and I'm not the boss, so I'm just offering you services. If you
I don't
want
want
Andy,
it.
then we can... That's fine. We'll end this call. Have a great night.
yeah.
I love how Jamie, that was her name, just hangs up on Andy because that is something that Andy does to all these people. Before, when everybody was unsure with Andy, especially crisis services, Andy would always hang up on them. Now, Andy is getting his own medicine. People are not dealing with it, they're hanging up on him. And you could just tell that As soon as Andy starts talking on the phone, they know that it's Andy. They know that it's him as soon as he starts ranting. He doesn't even have to say, this is Andy Ditch anymore, like his other times he was calling. He just goes right out and starts spurging out on them. And they're like, yep, this is Andy. We know him. But I just love, because this is the build-up. So this first call was very tame. It did show that Crisis Services is not taking any of Andy's BS anymore. And then the second to third one, that's where the crash out. This was just, I wanted to just give you guys a little taster that people are getting done with him.
Crisis Services, this is Jamie.
Hi. I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I'm mad.
Why are you mad, Andy?
Because I need help that I'm being denied by Adult Protective Services.
But you just told me that you don't need any help, that you're an adult.
But APS said that I don't need a guardian and that I can make decisions, but APS isn't able to make that decision, only a judge can. But I don't have anyone to help me with that, even though I need that help and I wanted that help.
Yeah, but literally not even a few minutes ago you told me that you don't need any of that, that you can take care of yourself. So
well,
how are people supposed to interpret that?
I am confused if I really need that help or not. What doctors say I do. And I'm hurt my caregiver's feelings because she wanted to help me with things that I didn't want because APS said I don't need any help making decisions for them, even though I can't make these decisions and I don't understand things. And I was told by an attorney I can't sign paperwork if I don't have capacity. Never talked to my dad. And that upset me, and currently my caregiver was upset that I kept answering the call from my dad and calling my dad back after he was working me up.
I'm just going to jump in here for a second. Andy has been calling his dad multiple times a day, like I stated in the first part of this video. It's because the doctors and everyone is not giving him the autism diagnosis that he so craves, and that's due because in Tonawanda, as I stated in my last video, the deep dive on Andy, they found that Andy does not need a caretaker. Well, that kind of threw a wrench in Andy's plans. Andy wants a caretaker because then that means that he can get the facilities and he can then go to the adult protective services and these crisis services and say, well, my caretaker isn't helping me. You guys need to help me. That's why Andy has been getting mad at his dad, because his dad does not want to take custody, be his custodian or guardian, because he's tired of the bullshit. He did it before. Now he's done. And Andy's vile part of his plan, the most vital part of his plan, is now gone. And this is why all the crash outs are happening.
And everybody on YouTube and Reddit says I don't need help as well, so I'm getting confused.
Well, Andy, I'm not really sure why you listen to YouTube or Reddit. That shouldn't control your life, and the more that you continue to blast, well, you also bully other people.
I do?
You do.
How? By saying I don't need any help?
In addition to that, but you make fun of people's agencies when they do help you if it's not your way on your time.
Oh.
And that's not fair.
Oh, so I don't need any help, you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying, Andy.
Then what do you mean?
I said that I'm saying when it comes to the help that you need, you want it on your time, your way, and not everybody can conform to that.
Not everyone can do anything? What do you mean by that? So healthcare is not a need?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying that there are people there to help you and support you, but it's not good enough to your standard, and that's not fair.
What do you mean it's not good enough to my standards? What do you mean by that?
Being provided to you. I'm not sure why you get upset.
They were helping me.
Okay, so what is it that you need help with then if you're saying you need help?
They got rid of the caregivers that were giving me a hard time.
Okay, so what do you need help with at this time?
I don't have my medicines because Dad said I don't need any help. And I ripped throughout my diapers and Dad said I don't need it, according to APS. And APS never told Dad that.
Andy is just full of BS. He lied now to Crisis Services saying that, oh, his dad told him he didn't need it, so he got mad and had to, got thrown away and ripped up, and it's like, dude, your parent, your dad, hasn't seen you and kicked you out of the house, he ain't gonna be doing nothing. Even with all the phone calls, crisis services can go back and look at the phone calls that Andy had with his father and see that Tom just does not care no more. He's like, what do you want me to do about it, Andy? You gotta go take it up with them. You can't be taking it up with me. And then for him to be like, well, I like how the lady, she's gonna talk about it like a little bit later, but she's like, dude, if you could post videos, you could read stuff on the internet, you can take care of yourself, which is so true. Andy can do all these different things. Andy doesn't realize that posting to YouTube, posting to Reddit, going on these different sites to claim that he has autism shows that, Andy has more awareness than what Andy wants the doctors, wants crisis services, wants these facilities workers to know about him. Andy wants to build the persona of that I'm a weak, vulnerable individual, when really he is not. He is fully capable of being a bully, like the lady just brought up, online, going to different sites. Hell, YouTube is a big one. Writing long messages and comments to creators. He has all the time in the world for that, but he can't wipe his own ass. Go figure.
Need someone else to do. If some diagnosis that...
How I can help you. And if you are capable enough to post videos and make videos of yourself to broadcast yourself on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you do it, then I think you have enough capability to take care of yourself.
So I don't need help, you're saying?
At this point, you don't need help from me. You need help with taking care of yourself, which you can only do on your own.
So I don't need any help with anybody helping in the shower making decisions? I don't need help with protections? I don't need help.
Make your own decisions.
I do?
You know how to make your own decisions.
I do?
You know how to post videos online. You know how to call us. That's a decision.
But you called me on the phone here.
You actually just called me 8 minutes ago. You called me to let me know that you apologize.
Well, because you guys were calling me and I didn't call you guys.
This is going to be a prime example of how Andy likes to do his bait and switch. Andy likes to say one thing, and then once you agree to the one thing, he's going to flip it to the conversation he's having. This case, it's going to be the microwave. The microwave is an important part because he's not allowed to use it without supervision, because he apparently is going to start a fire, like, woo. So he tries to say, well, I'm going to, use the microwave, I'm going to do it, and he asks her, well, do you think I could do that? And she's like, no, you can do things on your own, you just need supervision. You don't need help from us. And Andy is just going to go off on this.
But you just admitted I don't need any help, so I will tell Royal and APS I don't need any help, according to you. According to you, I don't need help making decisions or shopping or taking my pills or help washing it. Who cares if I get a rash or die from not being able to take care of myself? And I will
You know
cook.
how to do that, Andy.
Oh, I
You're
do?
39 years old.
I do? I do?
Hey, if you know how to make decisions to make a phone call, to upload videos and harass people, then yes, I think you can take care of yourself.
Oh, okay. So, can I cook something in the microwave, even though I know that'll start a fire or could start a fire and I can't evacuate? Then what?
Well, Andy, you know how to walk out the door.
Yeah.
You know you're not supposed to use a microwave without supervision.
Oh,
so
but you said I don't need your help. You said I don't need it. You said I don't need it. That's what you just said. That's what I understand. So now I'm confused. You're confusing me.
In this next video snippet, this is really where the crash out's gonna come. It's gonna be slow, but they're gonna start going in the circle of, oh, Andy, you don't need any help. Andy's like, well, I do need help. And it's just gonna go in a circle. But I want you guys to listen to Andy's phone. When he starts moving it around and he starts making this like weird noise with his hand, that's where his crash out's coming. Andy is so enraged that he does break his tablet, by the way, because he gets so angry. And he breaks his headset. That you can hear him just crushing it, like squeezing it like with the headset with his hand, and then he throws the tablet. He gets so mad that this woman will not take his side. It's hilarious. It's the best crash out I've seen.
I know how to do that.
Well, it sounds like you have the capability to do these things, so you should have the capability to take care of yourself. It's all in what you choose.
Oh, so I choose not to take care of myself.
Correct.
So I don't need any help.
Well, you refuse to take care of yourself. That's why you rely on other people.
Oh, I refuse?
Yes.
I refuse to take care of myself?
Correct.
Who said?
It's evident.
Where? I got it. I know what you're saying. Then
okay, Andy.
I don't. Then I'm gonna. Here, guess what? Then Andy's gonna leave the house, the home here, because you said I don't need it. I'm not going to stay here. You can't do anything about it. You said I don't need
Leave
it.
that home, you will be homeless, and you will be on your own.
Oh well, you said I don't need any help. You said it, not me. You made that decision, and you deal with it. And guess what? Andy can get hit by a car because I can't cross streets. And then what?
You do know how to cross the
I
street.
do. I do. I have the ability to judge which way cars are going and where there's things around me. I know how to protect myself from stranger danger.
You do.
I do?
Because if you can talk about it with me, then you know.
I'm able to repeat it. It's part of my disability, ma'am. I can repeat things because of my autism. It's called echolalia. And because I also have Tourette's.
And these are the diagnoses that you have continued to do the research on, and that you.
Oh, I'm faking it? Oh, okay, I just broke my tablet. I broke my tablet in my earmuffs. I'm running away now. Bye. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, 1 second. You said I fake. You said I fake, so you told my doctor.
Please contact FPD to come to the here. So that there's a situation with the supervisor. We need a distance of transport. I got.
What? Where are you talking to?
Hey Andy, due to the harassment that we have, we're going to be calling the police in on you. So I will hopefully be able to
Oh.
call the police to see you.
Good, because Andy has my doctor on the call. Oh wow, you came.
It's just great hearing Andy breaking the things that he didn't need in the first place. He didn't need that tablet. All that tablet is there for is for Andy to pretend and do his little autism faking scheme. But I thought it was great. Hearing him just get so enraged is just karma. It's just beautiful karma. Andy is getting what he deserves at this point, and it's just beautiful to see. In PA, in that last clip, have decided to call the police because they are done with Andy calling the line, harassing them, and taking up valuable resources. Well, in this next clip that we're about to watch, Andy calls him back, and he gets the same woman, and he kind of like, not intimidates, but more of like mocks her, like, oh, where's the police at? And the lady goes, because we provide services to all of PA, they're on their way. They're handling another case right now, and then they'll be right to you. So let's get into this.
Services.
So where's the cops? Or is that a threat just to shut me up so I don't call for help? Because
No, we just don't have availability right now. I'm just waiting on officers. We actually cover all of Erie County for things that are actually very serious, like suicide and homicide, so we're dealing with those cases as well.
Oh, well, I don't want your help.
Okay, then stop calling my office and harassing us.
But you said I don't need it. You said I fake. I don't have autism.
You don't need it if you're telling me you don't need help. So
But you're the one said it. You're the one who said it. Then when it goes to my primary care doctor's office, you don't have the balls to tell him what you said.
It was actually a voicemail, and we didn't.
I called my primary care doctor and he didn't pick up yet.
Right.
You hung up on me.
Voicemail.
No, it's not voicemail. That was my APS worker, genius. And I was waiting for an on-call.
Okay, so like I said, I'm waiting on officers, and we'll be there shortly.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
You can see crisis services of PA are just done with Andy's BS. They don't want to talk to him. They don't want him to call the line too much anymore because he is taking up the valuable resources that can be used to stop, like she says, suicides, all these other forms of mental health crisis. And Andy doesn't need to be calling them or harassing them. But I just wanted to show these clips because I think they are just the greatest crash outs ever. I think this is well deserved, and watching Andy just suffer the way his parents and other people around him have suffered because of this wanting for autism, wanting this diagnosis, wanting to be babied, it's just so great to see. It is just so satisfying. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.